Merci. Yes. You just need to want it to be happy. But you need to want it so much that you will be ready to work for it. Happiness is our biggest muscle. I'm 100% sure everyone here have been happy once in his life, at least. And in these kind of moments, you just get surrounded by the flow of life. These are the moments where you are ready to take everything that comes to you and to also influence everything that comes, that you're gonna push forward. The nice thing about happiness, since it's a muscle, is you can train it. As with a company, as if you're also an athlete, you can train it. And not by going to the gym every day, not by doing some push-ups, run 5, 10Ks, but you can train it by following some simple steps. We will show you one technique just after this. So the first thing you should do, and the first thing you have to do, is focus on yourself and point how your happiness works. Because it's self-based and you have to understand it from the smallest moments you live in your everyday life, such as taking an extra cookie at the end of the lunch, or adding a stamps to your amazing stamps collection, to biggest things like knowing your family is behind you, knowing you can help them too, knowing you have friends. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of how you deal with your environment, where you are. These are the things that inspires us every day, and these are the things that makes our happiness. The second thing is something really important. It's quit laziness. The laziness, in general, is one of the worst things we can have. The hardest it is, and the better it is for us. If you manage your company as you would manage happiness, or maybe the contrary, if you manage happiness as your company, when you're in your company, you've got a lot of hard work to do. When you launch your startup, you've got a lot of paperwork. You've got to meet a lot of different people that you're not sure they understand you. But you do this because you know at the end there will be a result of it. You'll be proud of yourself, and you will have access something that you could not without working. Exactly like an athlete who is running for competitions. Happiness works exactly the same. So why are we not doing it? There are many reasons. Maybe it's because it's really harder. It's more deeper. It's more emotion-driven. But also because we don't have any figured results. But it's something that works. And the last thing is put some memo. Remember it every day. Start every day with something. The girl you see here, her name is Mio. She's in Japan. She used to run. We met her while we were doing a documentary I'm going to talk to you about later. Every morning she wakes up. At this time, she go to her flower pots and she talks to her flowers. Every morning. She says, wow, you grow that big, you're amazing. Wow, you're beautiful. For the whole day, she's exactly in the same approach with her friends, with people she don't know. She tries to improve them. She tries to tell them where they are the best, why she's with them now. By doing this, she's making a positive environment. By doing this, she's really helping them and finally helping her too, because she's in a positive environment. So when we thought about this, and since we are a little bit hipsters, we thought about doing a tattoo. Say, oh, I can remember it every day if I saw it on my hands or wherever. But obviously not. We had other skills and we had other pretensions. And we wanted to share it with the most people. So a tattoo was not enough. So we have decided to do this.
And I looked up at the sky, and the vision that I saw was complete happiness, like gold, like cars and cities and the sunshine, but it's complete happiness and gold on one side, and complete happiness happiness uncold on the other side. Actually, there were two identical pages. They was identical, but I knew one was wrong and the other one was right.
It is very good, right? It's good to be here. And I see a monkey just jump up there.
There it is.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Did you see him?
Yep. It's the guy. It's the blue guy.
You can't even imagine how good it is to see it. The first time I saw it on a big screen like this, it's really a happy moment for me right now. So yeah, happy people are happy. It's a documentary we've made with SOS in Bel Air, the company we co-funded. It's based on meeting people all around the world, understand their cultures, their feeling, how they're building happiness every day in their own life. You can watch it wherever you want. These are really small episodes, 7 minutes. You can watch them all together, which make a 52 minutes, the classic length for documentary. And this is something that will be available next week for free on our website, so check it if you want. We would be really happy to share it with you. One thing I want to talk to you about is when we built this project, it was late March this year, and we have a really short times. So we were in a rush. We decided to make crowdsourcing to help us in this project, as we were absolutely not looking for profits, and we didn't have enough money to do it. We were a 3-person crew. So in 1 month, we've set up a crowdsourcing campaign with the help of many people. We've hopefully raised enough money to pay us the plane tickets. And we wanted the first happy ambassadors to be safe. We wanted to be sure that the first person we will meet will help us, will have the time, and will be happy too. So we fly to New York only a month and a half after starting the project. We land there, we meet Archie, our first happy ambassadors, and we make the interview. At the end of the interview, he comes to us and he says, "Are you sure you want to work with me?" We say, "Yes, why not?" When he was younger, he used to live in Brownsville, in New York, which is a neighborhood, a really tough neighborhood, with a lot of violence, where even cops don't go. When we came there, he told us that there was a guy who was walking on the street and killing people with an axe, but it was so banal for them that they didn't even notice it on the news. It was really something like their everyday life. So we were sure it was the guy we needed. So we say, "Yeah, we're sure, but why are you telling us this?" And he told us, "Because I'm not happy." All right. So there's not a lot of people in the world who will tell you directly, "I'm not happy." This is something really tough to say, but he was not happy in that time, and that was true. But what was amazing, he was not happy, but he was joyful. And thanks to that, and I think it's a precision on terms, so maybe not everyone here get it right, but it's because also he was trusting God. He was going forward in his life. He was accepting everything, even the worst. When we met him, he was sleeping since 2 years on his mom's sofa, just on the right of her, because she was sick every night. So that was really something amazing, and we can't wait to share it with you. The last thing I want to talk to you tonight is my own key to be happy. It's really personal, but I think it helped me a lot every day. This is the power of perspective, the power of watch yourself, the power of understanding your environments. And science is amazing for that. Everything around us is surrounded by electricity. We mastered it. We know how it works. We know how to make it, how to put it right here, right there, adapt it. We can play with electricity if you want. Our inner self, our brain, so what makes our emotion, what makes us who we are, is also made of electricity. Neurons connect to synapses. We know the math equation of how neurons work. We know the math equation of how synapses react to it. So basically, we are just the results of electricity, and we know it, and we know why, and we know how to do it. Neuroscience has evolved amazingly fast, like 5 years. Just for an example, we used to need one laptop to make one neurons in 2009. Now in 2014, only 5 years later. And now with a chip the size of a post stamp, a little bit bigger, you can make 1 million neurons, 256 million synapses. So this opens up a brand new way of understanding the brain, of understanding how we can adapt it, how we can even back up it. As a lot of neuroscientists say that in 10 or 20 years, we should be able to back up our whole brain, which is simply amazing. Because if you're made of your own brain and you're in a computer, maybe you're still thinking inside a computer. And what's the need of your body? And there's many, many more questions about it. So there are a lot of things to do to be happy. We all have our own things that we work for us because we all have our own happiness. But I really, really want to ask you to join the happy journey. It's really one of the best things you can do for your whole life. It's the reason of everything. You're working because you want to be happy after. You're having friends because you want to be happy. Everything you do is based on happiness. Time is the only thing we cannot buy and we cannot recover, so let's have all a happy time. Thank you.